This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 train. The next stop is
Wall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Not Your Advisor with NYU Grad on June 24th. Welcome back. Have a ton to cover today. Let's jump right into kind of what I'll cover, and we'll peel the onion on the top line numbers. But I'll be covering over 20 plus charts in the paid section. We missed making new highs on the Qs by like 11 cents in the cash session. So maybe tomorrow. We're bullish as bullish can be. When I mention we, I mean the general markets. Tesla was the sore spot in the Mag 7 and in tech in general. Every sector up except energy, and Bitcoin and gold caught a ride today on the bull train. Before we go into the regularly scheduled podcast, I did want to point out this massive recovery from the Q's recent high before the whole tariff thing. From the April lows, we are now up 34%. We have recovered almost all of it. So now the question is, are we in a new bull, and are we going to go past recent highs tomorrow, maybe oscillate sideways for a little bit, create a base, and launch higher? Or was this the last fake out before we see more selling? We'll know soon enough. Another point that I wanted to make was I am sharing some of the performance of the June 3rd list of 39 plus movers that I shared with paying subscribers. This is just in the show notes, just showing the percentage gains or losses. I am not trying to toot my own horn. If you think about it, in the context of a market that has bounced and fully recovered from the lows of April, a caveman could do this, right? Technically, you could have closed your eyes and just picked stocks if you just got the date right when there was capitulation on the tariffs. You'd probably be up right now. But this is just a collection of names that I shared on June 3rd. Do not get this twisted. I am not saying I'm a genius. This is just happenstance. I picked some good ones in the context of a broad market bounce / recovery. So take a look at that. Real quickly, let's go over breadth numbers. I know I delayed, but we had 770 new highs on the NYSE today versus 120 new lows. 77% advanced versus 20% declined. 23% were below the 50-day, and 45% were below its 200-day moving average. All indices closed green near the highs across the board. Taking a quick look at the Mag 7, Tesla, as I noted, was the sore spot, down 2.3% today. Apple was also down, but a little bit less than Tesla. It was only down 0.6% today. Microsoft was up 0.85%, Nvidia 2.5%, Amazon 2%, Meta was up 1.9%, and Google up 0.96%. I'll cover these individually one by one in the paid section. Looking at one-day performance, technology led the way to the upside, up almost 2% on the session. Financials up 1.5%, along with communication services. Healthcare was up 1.3%, consumer cyclical 1%, industrials up 0.75%, utilities up 0.6%, real estate 0.3%, basic materials 0.25%. Consumer defensive was a nothing burger, and energy led the way to the downside, down 1.08%. In the S&P, let's cover, before I forget, profitable companies that are making new highs on the NASDAQ. We had 19 today, including names like Robinhood, Microsoft, and Broadcom. Take a look at those. I've linked them in the paid section of the show notes for the podcast. Let's take a quick look at in the S&P what was strong. Coinbase up 12%, Enphase Energy 10.5, Dexcom 9.9, Uber 7.8, Carnival Cruise Line 6.9, AMD 6.8, Intel 6.3, Micron 4.8. Moving on to the NASDAQ 100, you had Intel 6.3, Marvell 6.2, and PDD Holdings up 5.1. What was weak in the S&P? You had AutoZone down 3.5%, Occidental Petroleum 3.3, eBay 3.2, Northrop Grumman 3.2. Northrop Grumman was who made the B-2 bombers, by the way. Exxon Mobil 2.9, Tesla 2.6, RTX Corp 2.7. Lockheed Martin was down 2.59, and ConocoPhillips 2.4. So a lot of energy / oil / defense. NASDAQ 100, you only had Tesla down 2.6 and O'Reilly Automotive down 2.3%. Let's transition over to macro.
We can't forget that this is just a small taste of the in-depth analysis that Not Your Advisor provides. They don't just throw numbers at you, they connect the dots, find those hidden trends, and help you understand what's driving the markets.
If you want the full picture, you got to check out the full Not Your Advisor episode.
Don't forget to subscribe to notyouradvisor.com.
And all their premium content. I mean, it's like having a direct line to what's really going on in the market.
It is. It really is. They cut through all the BS and give you the kind of info that you just won't find anywhere else.
Think about this. Investing is all about making decisions that work for you and your goals. You're the one in control.
Not Your Advisor can give you the map, but you choose where you want to go.
And with that empowering thought, we'll sign off. Happy investing.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.